Visit www.grantwatch.com to view the home page. This home page is the base for starting your grant search. Beneath the keyword search filter, you will see 4 boxes: Grants Now Database, Grants for Nonprofits, Grants for Individuals, and Grants for Small Businesses. Choose the box which matches your grant recipient type. In our example, I will be choosing Grants for Nonprofits. As you can see in the recipient box, it states I've chosen Grants for Nonprofits. If you click on this drop-down menu, you will be able to see the other recipient types. Please select only one recipient type at a time for the best results. In the Location drop-down menu, you will be able to choose your geographic focus. Please keep in mind that if you select a country such as the United States or Canada, this will only show results which are available nationwide and may exclude grants which are available in your state alone. We recommend opting to select a state or province for the best results. Again, please select only one location at a time. In our example, we will be selecting California. You can now click Search Grants. This has now narrowed down our results to 924 grants found for nonprofits in California. Please note that these numbers will vary each day as new grants are added and grants are removed when they expired. To further narrow down these results, click on the Category drop-down menu to select your grant interests. There are over 50 different categories to choose from. Again, we recommend selecting only one grant interest at a time. To remove your selection, simply click again to deselect your choice. In our example, we will be selecting Homeless. If you now click the Search Grants button, you will see this has further narrowed down our results to a total of 25 grants found. When you scroll down to see these results, you will be able to see the grant title, the grant deadline, a preview paragraph of the grant description, as well as a unique 6-digit grant ID number. This ID number is unique to GrantWatch.com and can be used again in the future to locate this particular grant on our website. If you are interested in knowing more about this grant, click the button View Full Grant. On this page, you'll have the option to share this grant to Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn by clicking these icons. You'll also be able to email this grant or print this grant. If you wish to save this as a file to computer, simply click Print Grant and then save as a PDF file. You'll also be able to see which other categories this grant is listed under, which may help you determine which other categories you may be interested in. So not only is this particular grant listed in the category Homeless, but it is also listed under Community Services, Community Economic Development, and Other. You will need to upgrade and become a MemberPlus user in order to view the full grant details, which includes the eligibility criteria, grant funder information, and application, also known as an RFP. To upgrade to a MemberPlus user, click on our pricing and plans. We have 4 different subscription tiers available. They all offer the same level of membership, however, are priced differently depending on the length of your subscription. We offer a weekly subscription of $18 which provides you for access for 1 week or 7 days. We offer a monthly subscription for $45 which provides you with access for 1 month or 30 days. We offer a quarterly subscription for $90 which provides you with access for 3 months or 90 days. And we offer an annual subscription for $199 which provides you with access for 1 full year or 365 days. Please contact us for a quote for a multiple user subscription or license. This is recommended for libraries. All time starts from the date of purchase and you will gain immediate access to our service. Your subscription will renew automatically and you can turn this option off in your My Account dashboard or by contacting us. All grant opportunities listed on our site are current and verified by our team. New grants are added daily and grants are removed once they expire. If you click on the View Grants tab, you'll be able to see that you can find grants based on the grant funder type, such as all grants, just federal grants, just state grants, local government grants, and foundation grants, which also include corporations. Unfortunately, without upgrading to a MemberPlus user account, you are unable to filter these search results. You may also be interested in touring our archives. Once a grant has expired, it will be removed from the site and placed in our archives. We offer these archives as a free trial with no sign-up required. This gives you a risk-free way to become familiar with how we post grants in full detail. Click on any grant in our archives to gain an insight into what you would see if you were a MemberPlus subscriber. You will be able to view the full grant description in detail, as well as the estimated size of grant, term of contract, eligibility, additional criteria, pre-application information, contact information of the grant funder, which is useful if you have any questions concerning the grant. And you'll also see the URL for full text in brackets RFP. For those that don't know, RFP is a request for proposal, which is also commonly known as the grant application. Please click the link below to be directed to the grant funder's site in order to apply for the grant. Typically, when you are directed to the grant funder's site, you will be able to find more information about the grant, including the grant application process and how to apply. If you experience any difficulties with your grant application, please contact the grant funder for further assistance. Each grant application has a different process. Typically, the lower the sum awarded, the easier the grant application tends to be. For more complex grants, or if you do not feel comfortable completing the grant application yourself, you may be interested in requesting a grant writer. Grant Writer team is the sister site of GrantWatch, but please keep in mind that they are a separate business and they do charge their own fees. A GrantWatch subscription does not give you access to Grant Writer team. There is an upfront administration fee of $50 to find a contract for hire grant writer. You can also visit their About Us page to learn more about the process and other fees that may be involved. You can also see the grants the team has recently been awarded in their Our Success tab. Now let's go back to GrantWatch. To make it easier to find grants in your area, we have subsites for each location. You have access to all 50 US states, US territories, Canada, as well as international grants. You do not need to purchase separate subscriptions to access all these locations. You can use the Change Location tab in the top menu to select your preferred GrantWatch site. In this example, we will be changing from California to all locations. To return to the home page at any time, simply click on the GrantWatch logo in the left corner. From the top menu, you can select our Resources tab to discover free resources available. This includes sample documents, funding documents, a glossary of grant terms, as well as helpful resources for both nonprofits and small businesses. If you click on the About tab at the top of the page, you can then click to learn more about the site. On this page, you will find our frequently asked questions. This includes answers to commonly asked questions, such as, how is GrantWatch different from other grant websites? Why does GrantWatch charge a fee? How to find grants? What is the difference between a member and a MemberPlus user? Can you search for grants by city or county? Do we have grants for Africa? How to use the keyword search filter? Do we have grants for startup businesses and entrepreneurs? How to view the full grant details? How to find your grant search history and save grants? Knowing if you are eligible for a grant. Does GrantWatch help with applying for grants? How much does GrantWatch cost? Will you need a grant writer? How quickly will you receive a grant once you've applied for it? Are there any testimonials available? Does your subscription renew automatically? What to do if you can't log into your account? How to cancel your membership? What to do if you are having trouble making a payment? How to change your personal information, including your email or username? How to contact GrantWatch? Are there any free trials or discounts available? What are your terms and conditions, including the refund policy? If your question is not listed here, feel free to reach out to us by phone, email, or our online chat during business hours. You can create a free member account at any time by clicking Sign Up in the top right-hand corner. Simply enter your email address, country, state, phone number, ensure the boxes are ticked, and then click to create your user ID. Once you have completed your sign up, you will receive our free weekly newsletter that will keep you updated with the newest grants available in your area. You can unsubscribe at any time by updating your settings in My Account. You will also have access to a personalized dashboard, which will include being able to see your grant view history and being able to add grants to your calendar. We hope this tutorial has been helpful today, and you can watch our other tutorials to learn more tips about the GrantWatch site.